Hi, my name is Kristen and my practice is Well Balanced, and I have Charlotte here with me today to talk about her story of healing. I asked her, I normally don't do this, but I asked her to share her story because it was literally miraculous, her healing, that the doctors couldn't find anything significantly wrong with her to actually cause what she'll share with us. So I wanted her to tell her story of healing.
Hello, my name is Charlotte, and in the beginning of September, my whole body just started to shut down. I'm a server and a bartender, so I'm on my feet all the time, and suddenly I was unable to walk, and it just started going down fast, and I went to the emergency room. The first time they told me, oh, just clear up in a couple days, but I could feel in my body that this was going to be a big thing. And then I went back, and then they admitted me, and they did MRIs and everything, and they decided that I have a B12 deficiency, which does run in my family. But I was just so shocked because as I was in the hospital, it was just getting worse and worse and worse, and it was making my feet and my legs completely like numb and hard. Like it felt like my hands and my feet and my legs were filled with concrete, and the numbness was rising up, and I was like asking them, like, what is happening? And they're like, it's going to get worse before it gets better, which I was like, is it going to go to my face? It was like the most terrifying thing that I've ever gone through. So I was at the first hospital for like a month and a half, and then I went to rehab, or a week and a half, I'm sorry. And then I went to rehab, and my progress was like, and then it did start to get better. So I was not at home for a whole month, and then through my boyfriend, his mom is friends with Kristen, and she offered me to set up an appointment with me. So the first time, the stretching, my legs were my thighs, the tightness was pretty much all the way gone. And when I came here first, I was walking with a cane, and then I'm not walking with a cane at all anymore, and the numbness and like is getting totally better. If you had told me like when I was laying in the hospital, like if you showed a video of me like now how I'm walking when I was in the hospital, like I would not have believed it, because they were saying it was going to be 6 months to a year before I was going to be at the point that I am now. So yeah, it's a miracle.
Yeah, and so you're right. The way she said it's so true. She walked in with a cane, and I could see the fear on her face, and just like, what is happening to me? And so really, when we were doing the stretch, it's more than just a stretch, right? Because we also did the Reiki, which is asking God for coming in to do the healing. And it was this whole magical thing that happened. And I think the thing that I kept telling her was there was just some really dark, dense energy in her. And she just had to breathe it out and keep breathing it out. And it was coming out. Remember, I was saying it was like black smoke, and it was like all this stuff. And something that she was believing about herself or about a situation or about, I don't even know if you can even put words to it, but what I do for a living is help people to release energy that gets stuck in their body, and literally the concrete is a great metaphor for how sometimes we get energy stuck in our lives if we don't feel like we can move forward in something, or we feel paralyzed by a decision. Or so I don't know if you want to give a little bit of just how your energy feels now versus before, and just maybe even like, does it feel lighter and clear?
That's what I was just about to say. I was going to say it feels lighter, like before in physically and emotionally, like my body, like I said, it was a totally physical thing. It felt like it was full of concrete, and it's so much lighter now. And on the inside too, like obviously I still have a lot of stuff that I'm working on, and I'm in like a stressful situation too, but it's easier to get through it because I am lighter and like more, I don't know, I feel like close to the ground, like grounded.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that's great, because I think so often when we are in those stressful situations and we don't know which way to go, and we are literally paralyzed by fear, and or we're allowing different thought forms or even different people in our lives that aren't good for us, it literally starts to make us feel dragged down. And so this whole thing with her miraculous healing was really about clearing the energy, divinely clearing that energy so that she could see and walk in a newness. And now we were talking today about, you know, and if you watch any of my videos, like, we're never one and done with our healing, right? You know,
Right.
It's like we will keep going through life and things will keep coming at us. So she's feeling lighter and clearer now. We've been working together like four times, right?
Yeah.
And usually like the fifth time is really, I don't know, something about the fifth time with this therapy is really healing. So I will continue to see her get better, and we practice walking and things like that. And that's really just believing that you are back where you were before. But life will keep coming our way, and it will want to challenge us, and we will start to pull in that energy again, or pull in those feelings of not enough or lack of, or whatever it is. And it will start to bog us down. But once you're at this place of clarity, I think we talked about a little bit, you will know, like, you will just know, like, I don't want that again, right? And I was telling her about my cancer story and how I had to make a decision not to allow those detrimental thoughts into my head anymore, or whatever it was I was believing about myself. And so just going forward, what are some tips that you think you can do for yourself, just from the little bit that we've been working together on walking into the newness?
I definitely need to meditate and to center myself, and then knowing, like you said, like with the beliefs that I used to have about myself, that was reigned really true for me. I need to, you know, stay grounded and know that wherever I'm at, like, I'm okay.
I love that. It's so true. That always makes me keep going. Sorry.
Oh no, that was pretty much it. Yeah, just like I said, like, because you feel like wherever you are in your life, like, oh, I'm supposed to have reached this goal, or, you know, or something really bad happens to you like this, and then it throws your whole life into pieces.
Yeah.
And knowing that that's probably what's supposed to happen, because I'm supposed to pick up those pieces and probably put them in a different spot than they were before.
I love it.
You know?
How'd you get so wise? She's so cute. She just has a light about her, and that light, not only do you feel inside, I think I see it from the outside. I think I saw it like after our first session, you had a light about you, and I remember telling you, like, you have a light about you, and you still do. So I wanted to also make this video for her as she travels forward in her life, that and if she moves or anything like that, that she can look back on this and remember the miracle you were given, right? The true miracle. Like, it had me shaking for days. And just how that dark energy got stuck you down. It happens to all of us. There's no right or wrong, right? We just do that in life. And that as we come to that place of lightness, then we know how to walk forward. And we will know when that stuff starts to come again, and you'll start to have more tools. We'll work on more tools. But anything else you want to say?
Just thank you so much. You've been so nice and generous with everything. So
Well,
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. And I just love her.